Hello! Welcome to AMBROSE Island. Today we do what we always do. Start from mastery level 1 out of 20 and work our way up to 20 by completing a whole bunch of these challenges. Grand total of 114,000 XP worth of challenges, in fact. In addition to the typical setup, above me is a tracker, and this time around the tracker has been updated. Special shout out to Yanri. It now also shows counters for things like discovering locations and getting disguises, which will count towards certain challenges. So, very nice upgrade, helps you keep track of what exactly is going on as I do this. But let's get to it. For the first portion, I'm going to just need an ICR remote explosive and a remote CX demo block, which I have both unlocked from previous locations that I've mastered. Let's get to it. So, when AMBROSE Island originally came out, it was the final mission in the locations menu, but since the rebranding the World of Assassination, it got shuffled between Wilton Creek and Isle of Scale, where it takes place in the storyline. And because of that, I wasn't really sure if I would do this now or later. And that actually brings me to a new question. What should I do after Isle of Scale? Should I do the Hitman 2 DLC maps, or should I jump into Hitman 3, or should I do something very stupid and maybe look into the Sniper Assassin maps? Let me know what you think. In the meantime, I'm gonna start going for Chameleon here. Outstanding shot, but they didn't shoot back, so it's good enough. Alright. Only grabbing this outfit so it counts towards Chameleon, and this one because it gives me access to the ruins and counts for Chameleon. In the ruins, I'm gonna be grabbing a crowbar as well as a poisonous flower. The flower will come into play a bit later, but the crowbar I'll have lots of use almost immediately. First actual challenge I'm gonna be completing is opening a shortcut to the satellite control area, whatever it's called. It's a mechanic introduced in Hitman 3, the permanent shortcuts. Then, it's gonna be a bit of a mess. Better shooting than before. Grab a bone lockpick from here. Take a picture of this dead fella. And pick up this control key card. I'm gonna wait for this guy to walk away a tiny bit. Then shoot a guard all the way down there. And throw my CX demo block near that brazier over there. In fact, I'm gonna try to aim it right there. That's gonna come into play much later on, but remember that. Out of the way, sir.
You gotta stop that right now.
No. Next, I'll be leaving the ruins / military compound with this frog. But not before I leave another explosive here next to this brazier. Again, remember that. I don't believe this guy actually matters, but I've had bad experiences where he picks up the explosive, and that's gonna be an issue. Anyway, then we're gonna talk to this guy Jaeger over here. It's a unfortunate challenge, as in you can't skip any of this dialogue. It's one of those maps. Often you can either bump into NPCs or just walk away from them to skip dialogue. But AMBROSE doesn't care about that sort of thing, so you just have to listen to everything.
That's what my advisor says.
And he wants the emetic flower and the poisonous or the lethal frog, and he turns them into lethal normal poison, consumable poison, and a poison gas grenade.
Here, I think it might interest you.
And there's a challenge tied to helping him out like this.
Excretes a powerful emetic gas from its... Well, you don't want to know that part. Here. Oh, quite the souvenir, eh?
Thank you. And then he says something a bit more, and dies.
I thought you were just gonna blow me off like everyone else. But I've made a lot of progress on my research thanks to you.
It was nothing.
Here, you should take this. Based on the design...
Thank you. shoot some fruit from up there, and become the hippie. Picking up the durian was also a challenge, and we will be using the durian later on. There's also a challenge for using a durian on Akka and making her sick. However, the main thing of this route is to complete the challenges where Akka kills Crest and then dies to an accident immediately after. So we are going to set that up right now. So they're going to have a meeting up here. And I need to rig the explosive in advance.
What the hell is...
And I need to clean up this place, so I can do that. Fortunately, both of these guards are right where I want them, next to this dumpster. It's my own pistol. And that's the kill set up. I'm gonna borrow this pirate's clothes for a bit. Also, remember that I'm leaving my hippie outfit right here. It's very deliberate. Grab a paper airplane, aka a diary entry. And then go loot some stuff. Another part of setting up the meeting is placing up the photo that I took. Also, pick up stuff from there, as well as that hook. Important thing is showing Akka that the guy who I took a photo of is dead. And there are two ways to do it. Either I take the picture over here to her desk, or I help Farah out in the main hub area, social hub. But that takes forever, and once again the dialogue is all unskippable, so I won't be doing that. Make a save over here. We'll be coming back. And unlock the second shortcut. But yeah, as far as placing that photo on her desk, I just gotta make sure that I place the photo before she gets all the way there. Other than that, the timing doesn't matter. Pick up another diary page. And then go say hello to Agent Smith over here. I specifically don't want to rescue Smith too soon, otherwise that's gonna interrupt the meeting. But I do have to rescue him, at least because he has a diary page over here. I'm gonna wait for him to start walking before I go back. This is actually allowing me to skip some dialogue. And then, once he walks close to the door, I come back in, so he has one more line.
Shit, now's my chance. See you around.
And that unlocks Locksmith. I have to be in the room to hear him say, "See you around." Otherwise the challenge won't unlock. And I leave the room in between, so he doesn't tell me about the car battery and whatever. Meanwhile, Akka is getting mad because she's realizing that her body is dead. She says, light the signal, and I'm already here, ready to light the signal. Which unlocks the beacon is lit, which is lighting the signal manually, and I have to be up there to light it. I can't just shoot the button to unlock the challenge. Make another save over here. Once again, we'll be coming back. That's gonna be a while. And now the meeting is set to take place. It's just a matter of waiting before both the targets die, as intended. But in the meantime, I got some time to kill. So I'm gonna make a detour all the way to the caves where the satellite unit is being managed from. I don't know the story of this mission. There's some tech stuff in a cave. Who cares? And I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna destroy the satellite, or the control unit, or whatever. Careful with the camera. And the guard. And the other guard. And while I'm here, I'm gonna be grabbing a screwdriver from right there, and a knife. Both of which are required to sabotage the control unit in a specific way. And then while crouched, I overload the satellite. Otherwise I will be easily seen and have a longer animation. And we can get out of here. I'll get out using this ladder over here. Also, I have the key to this door because I helped out Jaeger before. And I, of course, unlocked a shortcut. It's my first challenge. Up here, I'll do a little bit of a detour. So while I was picking up the Molotov cocktail, I also picked up some gunpowder. So let's load the cannon. But before using the cannon, save. And at this point, both the targets are in a different meeting room. And I can get an easy double kill. That's all I wanted to do there, so immediately we're loading back. Then I'm gonna get lost, because the ruins here are pretty much the most confusing place in this entire game. I don't know if it's just me, but I cannot grasp the layout of this place at all, ever. It just does not fit into my tiny mind. But hey, I seem to be making my way out. Since we're on timer, I can just complete a couple of loose ends that I otherwise would have a hard time fitting in anywhere. Namely, you may notice that I have the Penned Pal challenge going on, which is collecting all the diary pages that are scattered around the map. And one of those diary pages is in the Stilt Village, where I haven't been to yet. Right over there. There's also a location there that I need to discover to discover Ambrose Island. This hut in specific is the undiscovered location. So all I'm gonna do is very briefly run through it. And the final diary page is in the kitchen over here. Through this door. There's Penned Pal. And let's see. Yep. The two targets are about to have their actual meeting. The previous meeting was just like a preliminary meeting before the big meeting. Grab an engineer outfit for Chameleon. And now we really just wait for the actual meeting to happen and head to its natural conclusion. But before we get there, you remember that hippie outfit I left behind? There is a challenge for killing a car as the hippie, so I want to be changing outfits before she dies. And then we just get ready to get a nice double kill and lots of points, and grab the satellite control keycard thingy that Crest has on him. No, sorry, that Akka has on her. Let's take a free cam look closer here.
You from here enjoyable at least. I'd hate to think the walk was for nothing.
Huh? Oh, sure. Probably the best vantage spot on the entire island, isn't it? Hell of a view of the ocean.
It is. Do you like the ocean?
Yeah, always have.
And there goes the first one. And then Akka lights a cigarette and dies to the explosion.
She's always treated me well.
And you can see the keycard land somewhere close to the pillar next to me. Yeah. Cool. And then we can load back to the metalworker hut, where we saved previously. Next, I'm gonna become the metalworker, as there is a challenge for lighting the 4 braziers around the island as the metalworker. Except, say the challenge is bugged and you only have to light up 3 of them. I believe in the game files the braziers are labeled as 2, 4, 4, 2, and 5 or something along those lines, and the challenge only checks for 2, 4, and 5, so I can skip one of them. Wonders of game dev, I guess. Anyway, the first one is over here. I'm gonna light it by shooting at the rim, which causes a spark. And the spark also causes the explosion. The explosion doesn't actually light it up. I find that that one doesn't like to be lit up by explosions. However, the other two do light up with explosions, and that's why I left some booms behind. Blow up both of those now that I'm a metal worker. And we get Forged in Fire. Now, there is a separate reward for lighting all 4 up, which doesn't require the 4th one to be as a metal worker, and I will be going for that as well. And we'll see that shortly. Before that, I'm gonna wrap up the Chameleon challenge. I'm missing one more outfit, which is the Buccaneer. An outfit that is hidden in a chest over here. And it's an outfit I need for a challenge I'm going for next. That challenge being killing both targets as the Buccaneer using a saber. And in order to get that saber, I'm going to be lighting up that Fort Brazier, which unlocks a digging spot right next to it. And in that digging spot there is a chest, and in that chest there is a saber. There is also a different saber on the map somewhere in the ruins, but I think this one is way more fun to get. It's a little more elaborate, and I do like to go for those sorts of things. Also, on my way here, I'll take a coconut, because there's a chance for knocking somebody out with a coconut. Light up the Fort Brazier. And dig up some treasure. Also, the someone who needs to be knocked out specifically is Farah. We'll see her soon. Get the saber and then deliberately equip my pistol. Because when I have my pistol equipped, the AI considers me to have a small weapon equipped, which is less suspicious than having a large weapon equipped, even though the saber is still in my back. But I raise suspicion slower by having the pistol out. Not that it matters, because I'll be cleaning the way anyway. But I'll try to be kind of stealthy for a tiny bit. That wasn't very stealthy. Very, very bad shooting, in fact. See? Clean up a couple of pirates. And then get my coconut ready, as Farah is right around the corner. Hello. And hello, Aka. And then all I gotta do is kill, oh, what's his name? Crest with the saber. And it's just a matter of getting to him. And there he goes. Excellent. And then we can load a different save. At the bottom of the ladder. So at this point, my inventory is absolutely full of stuff. But that's good, because I need some of that stuff. Namely, this grenade I got from Jaeger before, because I want to make this guy sick. And I also have a durian, so I can make Aka sick.
Come on, man.
It's important that I do this the way I just did it, because there's a vomiting spot over there. And by making this guy sick first, he goes there and thus forces Aka to go to a more distant spot, namely a toilet in that direction. And I need that to happen, as I need to get Hold My Hair, which is part of Versatile Assassin, which is 4,000 points, which I would like to get ideally. Also, I'm gonna make another save right here as she's walking past that barrel. Now, technically, yeah, I could go and kill Crest with the hook right now, but that would almost certainly end up in combat and potentially prevent me from drowning Aka, and I like to have some form of consistency in these routes that I use, even if I do them in segments. So I'm just gonna take it slow and drown Aka before I go for the hook kill. And there's Hold My Hair. And get my hook ready. and just fling it at Crest. Nice and clean. Then back to the save that I just made. So in this, Aka is right next to a flammable barrel, so I'm just gonna punch her, drag her close to the barrel, get the challenge for setting her on fire, which is a separate thing specifically for her. Just drag her a bit, and shoot the barrel twice. And there's adding fuel to the fire. And we can finally replan mission. Alright. For the next one, I'm gonna bring in fiber wire at Aka's place. Melee fiber wire. And I'm gonna bring in a sniper rifle. And some poison. Lethal kind. And I'm gonna start from the Stilt Village. This one's gonna be very simple. I'm just gonna initiate the meeting between the two by shooting at the button in the tower, which is why I got the sniper rifle, and then interrupt the meeting by killing both of them. There is the button. It's not highlighted from this angle, but you can still hit it. And like I said before, that wouldn't unlock the challenge for manually lighting it. And all I want to do here is to wrap up some missing pieces for Versatile Assassin, namely a poison kill and a fiber wire kill. In order to get the poison kill, I'm just gonna run into the room where the initial meeting takes place and poison a drink that Crest has. That guy almost sees me, but never all the way. Out through this door. And then go get the fiber wire I smuggled in.
Hey, you been nosing around here a lot?
It's in the dumpster over here.
I don't believe it.
Hey,
Excuse me?
And the meeting is already starting. I'm not gonna get too close right away to avoid triggering a proximity trigger. Scratch that, it is not a proximity trigger, as I have just learned. I was hoping I could avoid a car walking back and forth like that, but no, I can't. It is just part of her routine. I'm learning as I'm doing. Anyway, Crest has a drink, and Aka has her back turned. So as soon as I see Crest die, I'm also gonna fiber Aka and immediately replan. There we go. That's all. And finally, Silent Assassin. I'm gonna start from Social Hub, bring in with me a sniper rifle as well as some explosives. On top of doing suit-only Silent Assassin, Sniper Assassin, the classics, I'll also be going for a specific Easter egg that is best done with a sniper rifle, and is one of the more obscure ones in the game, I think. Alright. I do love these starting locations where you have to first pick up the bottle, then immediately put it down if you want to actually play the game. It's good stuff. Anyway. Soda can, screwdriver. And I'm gonna be heading for the first cat figurine that I'm supposed to be shooting at in order to trigger that Easter egg I mentioned. They have to be destroyed in order, and as soon as I destroy this first one, the second one spawns, and so on. So it's not even possible to do it out of order. So can I have this other soda can? Thank you very much. As for the sniper kills, I'll once again trigger the meeting by hitting the light switch from a distance. But this time I'll be shooting it from the opposite side of the island. From over there. And it's easy to get there with the briefcase by climbing over here. These guys are fortunately not too bright. And don't know that I was just trespassing. I can take the shots from right over here. But first, before I hit the lights, I'm gonna shoot these cameras. And then the light switch. There we go. Back up the rifle, just so Jaeger over here doesn't see me run past him with it. And then immediately unpack it again once I'm past him. So I can shoot cat number 2 and cat number 3. Knock out this guy. I'm doing some knockouts and camera shooting because my initial math for this mission didn't work the way it was supposed to. And I'm a tiny bit low on action XP, so I'm scouring any tiny bit I can by knocking out people and shooting cameras.
Command, thought I heard something. Checking it out, over.
And one more knockout. This is why I got the soda cans. Timing-wise, this is actually completely irrelevant. The meeting itself takes a while to start, so even though I'm now adding KOs that weren't part of my initial plan, I'm not losing any time. Over here, we have a loose grate that I can open with the screwdriver and then just toss my remote explosive through it to destroy the server, which unlocks 2 challenges, because when this game was released on Stadia, IO added some very pointless challenges for...
Okay.
Please don't see me and just walk away.
Could have sworn.
Yeah, you could have sworn, walk away. But yeah, IO added, like, effectively a duplicate challenge for this, which is quite hilarious, but, you know, it's 3 points. I'll take it. Sir, I would love it if you walked away. Thank you. Now, the next cat doll is in a pretty awkward position, as you can only see a tiny bit of it, but it's shootable. And now the 2 targets are having their meeting. 1 down, 2 down. Their bodies would be found very, very shortly after those shots, but I'm gonna set up a distraction for everybody nearby. First, 3 shots over there, and then 3 shots to the opposite corner. There we go. I have now triple shotted 2 groups of guards, and they're all running my direction. Also, final cat. But yeah, those triple shots make them make the guards check out where the shots came from rather than investigate where they landed, and that also delays them from checking out the room where the bodies are. Not for long though. Eventually those bodies will be found, so I will be heading out of here pretty quickly. Using the boat, using this key. But before I do any of that, I gotta trigger the Easter egg by going fishing. And as soon as the challenge for the Easter egg unlocks, I'm out of here. Because those bodies are gonna be found any second. But yeah, it's a pretty cool Easter egg. And I'm out. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Bye!